Hey Q, can you turn off the lights in the office? Q, can you turn on the lights in the office? Turn all of them. Hey, my name is Sefy Tofan and today I want to show you how I've built this personal assistant on n8n. She can automate a lot of my day-to-day processes. I'm using her every single day. To start, I want to show you how she works, how the process itself works. So when you think and build your own AI agents, you will have the way or the process in your mind to know how to build those AI agents. So every single action that I'm using with Q, this is how I called her, start with a trigger. So the trigger is on Telegram and I'm using a message. So every time I'm sending her a message on Telegram, what happened is that there is a rule that split based between voice and text. So first we want to make sure and break down the message to see if what she got was an audio or a text message. If it was an audio, what we'll do is we will download the file and transcribe the file so we'll get the text from the audio. If it's text, it's just go through this text manual process. In the end, both of those messages will reach the personal assistant orchestrator. This AI agent have a specific system message prompt that tell her to become the orchestrator of all of those actions. So in essence, this is the AI agent that I'm talking with, and this AI agent know how to talk with other specific tasks agents that have access to those different tools. So the email agent, calendar agent, Notion agent, Zoom, Contact, ClickUp, and you. Each and every one of them have a very specific task that he knows how to do on those different platforms. Through this process, she's communicating with those different agents, and all of those messages then goes to her and she then communicate or message this back to me. Through this process, she's using an intelligence, so she's using an LLM, large language model. This time it's OpenAI chat model, and then she also have memory, which gives her the ability to do a couple of different actions in the conversation while remembering the last actions she took. On top of it, I added internet access from Tavily, which gives her the ability to also go and search online if I want her to search online. So let's see her on n8n. As we said before, everything starts with this trigger. Now this trigger is using Telegram. The way you set Telegram is pretty simple. You're just gonna start with the incoming input from Telegram. And to set the credentials on the Telegram, what you will need to do is you will need to go to Telegram and you will need to work with the bot fodder. So you start the conversation with the bot fodder with start, then it gives you all of those different actions it can do. You create a new bot, you give it a name, and you give it an internal name, how you want the name to be on Telegram, and then the actual bot name. Once you have it, it will give you an API key that you go with this API key and integrate this here in your own credentials. And the access token is here, you save it and you are connected. Now the next thing I did is I integrated a switch that takes the audio or text and break this if it exists with a voice or a text. So like the JSON message itself, is it voice or is it text? If it's voice, it will go to the voice process. If it's text, it will go to the text process. Here first, because it's voice, I need to download the file. And once I'm downloading the file, I need to transcribe the file so I can actually have the text. Here it's a very basic process. You just add a transcribe from OpenAI and you give it the resource. It's an audio, transcribe a recording, and give me the input. It's going to be mainly in data, so you can keep it like this. Once you have it, you move the information into the ultimate personal assistant. Here you have this prompt that I'm using. In essence, I have a very specific way I'm prompting agents. It will always start with an overview of what the agent is doing, which tools it have access to, and what it can use the tool to do. Then the rules itself, if there are a couple of different steps in the process, so how she should operate or he should or it should operate, and if it needs to retrieve, first of all, different tools before others, so what are the different rules it needs to operate by. Then if there is a multi-step logic handling, so like for example, under rules, I'm putting this multi-step logic handling. Then I'll give it a couple of examples, like sending those emails, and I'll give it like the details itself in the final notes. The prompt itself will be taken from the last message, and then it will understand which tools it needs to send the information to. So if I told the assistant, can you please send an email to this contact, it understands that first it needs to go to the contact agent, grab the information of this contact, and then go to the email agent to send the email. So in essence, to build such an operation, you will need to first be able to build every single agent on its own and understand how to build those agents, which I already in past videos created an email agent and calendar agent. And if you want me to break down any of those agents, please just let me know in the comments below. But I'll give you a couple of examples. So this is the ClickUp agent. This is where I'm managing my team and the tasks, my operation. And you can see that what I did here is that the beginning of the process starts by an execution from another workflow. So in essence, the personal assistant sends information and execute another workflow, which is this workflow. And in the end, I'm getting the manual output of this AI agent. And this AI agent is very oriented toward one task. So if the personal assistant is operating as an orchestrator who just know who she should work with on specific tasks, this AI agent know exactly which tools he have access for and what he can do. For example, get list, get members, create a task for Sefy, for me, or create a task for my employees, get tasks, update tasks, create a goal, get goals, update a goal, or delete a goal. In essence, it knows how to do all of those things. And then there are a couple of different rules. For example, if he needs to, when he needs to get a list ID, when he needs to get member, when he needs to create a task. So we build those rules so he knows how to use the tools that he have access for. And then when this finish, it actually sends back the information to the personal assistant, then can bring the information back. So what's beautiful in this entire operation is that what we have here is a conversation between different agents who have different tools. So I believe that in the future, AI agents or LLMs will be able to connect with a lot of different tools and operate them because they will have much more intelligence than they have today. But today what works is being able to separate or chunk down different operations or tasks that you have and then give one LLM, one AI agent this work. Okay, you just know how to work with contacts. You just know how to work with ClickUp. You just know how to work with Notion and the things I need to have on Notion. It has those different operations, different tools that it can access, and different functions that it can call, delete or update or create. So CRUD, it's create, update, read, and delete. So it can do all of those functions and it can bring back the information to one mind who orchestrate everything and talk with you. So for example, if you want to build a process in which you have a couple of different things, let's say you want to build an application and you have a couple of different processes that needs to be handled in this application, a great thinking process will be, how can I chunk this down to minimize the amount of mistakes those AI agents will do by giving each and every one of them tasks that match the level of intelligence that this AI agent have. So from my perspective, what I did here is I broke this AI agent into one mind who can operate and send information to other minds who have access to different tools, who can do the actions and then bring the information back. So it's this conversation between different agents that bring in the end the message back, and then it goes back by saying something like the Zoom meeting has been successfully scheduled with Dan Mays for Friday, March 3, 2025 at 6 p.m. Here are the details and everything about this conversation. From the topic, the duration, the URL to join the call, an invitation that was sent to his email, and of course, if there is anything else she can do, she will help me with it. And the beauty with such processes is that they are async, they are asynchronous, which means that they don't work only on a linear perspective. So from our perspective, when I send her the message, It's not like the old Siri way of doing things where it's like, hey Siri, can you, I thought maybe Siri is gonna answer. Can you please open this app? Great. Now can you do this action? So this is a very step-by-step process where here I can just give her 4 or 5 different tasks that she needs to do. She needs to grab this contact. So if we see the execution from the last run, you can see that what she did here is that she understood that it's audio, she grabbed this information, and then she used 6 calls to the AI with 6 different items, right? And then she did a couple of different actions. First of all, she went to the contact to get the contact information of Dan. Then she went to the Zoom to create a Zoom link. Then when she brought the Zoom link, she went into the calendar to schedule this event. When all of those actions finished, then she went and sent him an email. So the beauty of it is that you can operate a lot of different tasks with one call because you have this mastermind who is connected to other parts of the brain and can operate this. So the way I look at this personal assistant is a personal mastermind that is connected to other small brains that have a lot of different tools that it can operate. So from my perspective, the way I've built this is based on the idea that I only need those specific actions to be triggered, and I don't need any extra actions to be triggered because that's how I need my operations to work. I don't need a personal assistant to do other things. If I would, for example, use Airtable, I could just add another agent who know Airtable. Or if I use, for example, other actions in different applications, I could build this. And the beauty of it is that this assistant can even be connected to other masterminds. So I'll give you an example. The personal assistant can be connected to a marketing assistant or marketing team lead that have other agents that he's connected to. And for example, I can tell my personal assistant to go and create a blog post, and she will know that when I'm saying it, she will go and communicate with the team lead of marketing. And this team lead have a lot of different agents. One of them can generate ideas, one of them can write the post, one of them can edit the post. And then in the end, it brings it back up and brings it back up, and then I get it and the response. So the beauty of n8n and the way that you can build those tools is that you can actually build masterminds connecting them to tools. Yeah, so this is the AI agent. If you want a deeper dive into how this personal assistant is working, you can join my school community. I will leave the link in the description below. I just launched it. We have 30 members in the community. It's just the beginning of it. My goal is to help you and other entrepreneurs both build their businesses. So if it's like learning how to code without knowing code, because I don't know code and I'm building my own app right now, or building AI agents, automations, and then not just building those stuff, but also know how to market those stuff, because I'm coming from a background of marketing. I had a marketing agency with 82 employees for 3 years, and we helped 3,000 clients. So if you want to learn how to take those things and integrate them, how to build the application, but also market the application and bring the customers to make money from this application, just join the community. I'm going to upload content really fast in the next couple of weeks, so be from the first ones who join the community. Price is probably going to go up at 50 members. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment below. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Ciao.